So I had an internship at Iowa State Extension and Outreach over the summer. I know, boo, Iowa State. But it was actually a pretty great gig. We did a lot of summer camps, and most importantly, we did the county fair. And if you don't know, in rural Iowa, that's a big deal. We have over 3,000 people showing up every day in the scorching hot heat. We have animals running all over. We have the cows, the chickens, the hogs. We have kids running around trying to see everything they can. And we have parents going, "Where's my kid?" It's the best week of the year. And what did I do? I worked the front desk. Specifically, if you walked in and said, "I need to write a check," no problem. I'll tell you who to write it out to. And if you say, "My calf needs their ear tag," okay, kind of a problem. I'll help you out with it and we'll get it done. But it's not what I signed up for. And I had this boss called David. David was the accountant and the payroll, the really important things. But he was also a firefighter and an EMT. He's super impressive. So the Friday before fair started, he decided, I'm going to teach Gwen how to use the AED. And if you know what that stands for, it means I don't even know, okay? So he sits me down in my seat, and he puts the IED in front of him, and he goes, "Gwen, what is this?" And I'm like, "It's an AED. Obviously, it says it on the front." And he goes, "You will have to use this week." "No, I won't. I work the front desk." And then he kneels in front of me, eye to eye, and says, "Someone will die, and you will have to save their life." Okay, this wasn't in the job description. But it's fine. It's fine. Rural Iowa is filled with a lot of farmers, specifically, as we say, sweaty old farmers. And that's what I got taught how to use an AED on. An AED doesn't work through a shirt, so you got to cut it off. This is great. And then the first part of sweaty old farmer, sweat. AEDs don't work on sweat, so then you have to dry them off. My day's getting better and better. And then it doesn't work through hair. So you know what you have to do? You have to shave a farmer. And then, don't forget the last step. You have to save their life. I am just the desk manager, okay? Did not sign up for this. At the end, I'm in tears. I'm like, this can't be real. This isn't going to happen. He keeps saying, "Someone will die. You will have to save their life." And then he brings in his 8-year-old daughter and says, "Do you know who this is?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's your daughter." And he goes, "No, this is a child. A child will die this week. You will have to save their life." That's a big step. So he teaches me how to put an AED on a child, which is scary, but okay. I know how to do it now. And I'm driving home from work that night, and I'm thinking, why don't I just call the ambulance? We keep 2 ambulances on the fairgrounds. Why don't I just call the 8 police officers that are on the fairgrounds? Why don't I call David, who works across the hall from me? I shouldn't be doing this. The next day, I drive up to work, and I unlock the office, walk in, and there's something on my desk, which now isn't uncommon, because my desk is out in the open. My boss will leave paperwork for me to do. Someone will leave a box of chicks. That's another story. But what do I see? The AED is sitting on my desk. I spent the rest of the week so freaked out whenever someone would walk in. An old sweaty man would run in. I'd be like, "He's gonna die. I'm gonna have to save his life." "Where's the restroom?" Down past the signs you already passed. A kid comes in, they're screaming, they're crying. Their goat got loose. Do you know how many times I touched the AED in the span of a week? Once, to put it away. And now, as I walk past those boxes that are everywhere, I know with confidence I can shave an old man. Thank you.